adjust that a little bit. There we go. That's better. We will wait to see if anyone shows up. Usually people show up. Hello, White Baker. Hello, second chair. Says there's 8 people in here. The counter was off way the other night. Now there's only 3 people in here. The counter was off. The entire chat, it only said one person was in the chat, but there was clearly multiple people. There's clearly multiple people. Hey, Gail. Hey, Brandy. Increasing in numbers. Yeah, I wish I knew how many people were in here because it says there's 7, and that's obviously not true. Hey, Christy. Love you. So, I have a composition book right here, and I want some ideas for road trips for 2020 that I feel like 2020 is wide open as far as road trips go, especially WrestleMania Tampa. I'm thinking about that. Thinking about doing WrestleMania. Not as much to see the show, but like the spectacle. Maybe go to WrestleCon. Andy Kedmar. Mystery Trees of California. That's, you know what? I'm going to write that one down because that is a big one for me. I want to see Trees of Mystery. So I'm going to write down some ideas that you guys can come up with. Chris says, yeah, right. You want to see WrestleMania? I do want to see WrestleMania, but WrestleMania is 6 hours long. I've not sat in a chair for 6 hours in my life. So, Trees of Mystery, that's a big one. What about school? You want me to go to school? Let's not talk about haunts. We will get back to the haunts later this year. Let's do with Ghost Town. Someone is looking into buying it, and that's pretty much the beginning and end of the story. It's someone new. No one knows who it is. So Trees of Mystery. Yeah, I definitely want to explore that. Northwest United States needs some more love. Oh, let me see. Kelly, how do you say that? Conneaut Park. Conneaut Lake Park. That's definitely on the list. I think they have a dark ride there. Hoosier Boo says Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana. Those are 3 states on my never been to list. So that's definitely something I want to do this summer. Now, another problem is, once what is it? I would get Labor Day, Memorial Day mixed up. Which one is the one that comes in the springtime? Gatlinburg, I live by Gatlinburg, so that's always on the table. Gatlinburg is a day trip. Peter Dinosaurs is struggling with Labor Day, September. Okay, so Memorial Day. So what we have now is the down season, because roadside attractions, amusement parks, that sort of thing, a lot of them are closed down until Memorial Day. So I'd love some ideas of stuff that I could do prior to Memorial Day. Did I go to the Herd Museum yet? I'm not sure what that is. Hannah Wayland. I've been to both Thurman recruits. I have toured Alcatraz. Definitely should go back to Michigan. You're making the Mouse Museum. Bendy's Adventures. I'm not against doing more abandoned stuff, but it's really not my focus. World Museum of Natural History. Write it down. World Museum of Natural History in California. I love classic museums. Don't get me wrong. I love natural history museums. Just they're not all created equal. Um, some of my favorites are obviously the Milwaukee Public Museum is my favorite, but I also love the Field Museum in Chicago, Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. Um, what is the one in New York? The Natural History Museum in New York is amazing. Second chair, I am going to IAPA. The last Johnny Appleseed tree. That's a good one, Mike. Last Johnny Appleseed tree. Yeah, isn't there like only one left? I think it's in Ohio. Do people love the home vlogs? I don't know. I have a hard time believing that anyone finds my what I do at home interesting because Evermore is definitely in the book on the list, but that's probably going to be a summertime trip. Rebel Counselor, Pink Palace Museum. That's in Memphis. I think Memphis might be a good one to do because Memphis is probably something I could do out of season. Hoosier Boo, you're absolutely right. It says you haven't done much stuff in flyover states like Kansas and Nebraska. I do want to do more stuff. It's just the difficulty is, justifying that distance. You drive 20 hours to see something cool. Yes, that's awesome. But if you're in gas, hotel, stuff like that, is Pink Palace? Is that Memphis or Birmingham? Now I'm getting confused. I'm just gonna write down Pink Palace. Been to the Alamo. Rebel Counselor. Yeah, I feel like I've not done as much as Memphis as I should because Memphis isn't that far from me. I mean, it's still, um, it's still quite a drive, but there's probably some stuff in now, yeah, Hoosier Boo. I think this summer I'm gonna try to complete by the end of next summer, 2020. I'd like to have visited all 48 states. But Memphis is something I've kind of always been. Well, I can always Memphis. I always Memphis. So maybe I need to dig into Memphis a little more. Home vlogs. Okay, what would you guys like to see me do? Do dishes, do laundry, or taking a nap, petting a cat. Kelly, you like my jacket? My Walmart jacket? Now, you can only get so much content out of petting a cat. Who wants to see a cat petting video? Okay, maybe I will do a cat pet. I'll write down cat petting video. Or I can pet all 9 of my cats. Tim Burton Museum, is that a real thing? Because if it is, well, let's go right now. Kelly, do we know? I don't know if you could say. Do we know when the new cat museum is opening? I've done zoo videos. I've done a couple zoo videos. April 1st. I'm gonna write that down. Cat museum, April 1st. Hopefully that won't be it won't be a joke. Hopefully it won't be a big prank. Hopefully I don't show up at some sort of dog museum. I didn't do unlimited shrimp this year. Have I sent out October postcards? Yes. They should be already out. They really should already be there. If you haven't gotten your postcard, email Christy. Then she'll remind me. Is there really a Tim Burton Museum in Las Vegas? I'm gonna have to look that up. New Nickelodeon Park in New Jersey. No, I would normally be excited about that, but like, they're such jerks. They're such jerks at the Nickelodeon Park and Mall of America about like filming. They're so strict and mean. Jerome Grand Hotel. Have I been there? Tim Burton exhibit at. Adam Edwards, you're glad Halloween is over. Why? Big Thanksgiving fan? You know, I would think I want to do some Thanksgiving attractions, but there's really not much of a thing, is it? The only like Thanksgiving attraction, and it's year round, that I can think of is Holiday World has a Thanksgiving dark ride. Go to Plymouth Rock. World's largest candy store in Minnesota. Is there anything cool in it, or is it just big? Am I feeling better? Not entirely, but I'm chugging along. Carlos Achille, Mall of America is very strict about filming. I mean, especially on the rides. They like go crazy if you try to film on the rides. They lose their minds. OWA theme park. That's actually, yeah. I know the most recent dark ride from Sully Corporation is at the OWA theme park. World of Illusions. Been to Silent Hill Road in Pennsylvania. You talking about Centralia? Yep, I have. More abandoned buildings. I'm not as big into going into dangerous buildings as I used to be. More theme parks. There are more theme parks on the horizon, Adam Have. But like I said, Memorial Day. We're not going to be able to do a lot more theme parks until Memorial Day hits. I may be able to hit a few that do Christmas stuff, but right now, theme parks are shutting down. Spike's 25. I've been to the Boston Monument in Wausau, Florida. Yep, that's a noise scale that theme parks make when they shut down. It's where they take the chains off the roller coasters for the year. Go to Mountain Wolf Sanctuary. You can pet real wolves. I'll tell you what, and I don't really understand this. People don't watch animal-based attractions. Anything I do, like it's a zoo or animal-based, it just people don't watch it. And I know probably part of that is a lot of people don't believe in zoos. People don't like me to go to zoos because they don't like seeing animals and okay, and seeing animals in cages. So yeah, see, a lot of people are saying right now they're anti zoo. Benjamin Docker, I've been to Area 51. You should check out my video if you haven't seen it. You guys should let's keep the politics out of the chat, please. Now I lost my train of thought. Thanks, guys. If you a good way to check if a bet somewhere, there's an interactive map is one way to check, but also if you just put Carpetbagger and the name of the location into YouTube, that'll kind of show you if I've been there or not. So you put Area 51 Carpetbagger, and it'll pop up my video from there, and then you can watch it. I know there's a lot of videos to go through, almost 2,000 videos to go through. So it's hard to just scroll through it. But if you just put the name of the attraction and then Carpetbagger into the Google, it'll probably take you exactly to the video. And if I haven't been there, then a video. Frankenmuth, that's something that I get suggested a lot that I haven't been to. Frankenmuth. I actually was gonna go to Frankenmuth, but was with the family then, and we had to had to cut that for the day because we ran out of time. I've been to the Holocaust Museum in Los Angeles. No, I've not been to the Holocaust Museum in Los Angeles. Actually, I've been to the Holocaust Museum in D.C. I actually uploaded and edited a video from the Holocaust Museum, but I never released it. Museum of Tolerance? What is the Museum of Tolerance? Celebration of tolerance? I mean, it's a good sentiment, but is it exciting? Because tolerance doesn't seem very exciting. It seems like it'd be more exciting to go to the Museum of Unwarranted Aggression, which is a place I just made up. So, God, I'd love to go to Burning Man, but I heard that it's hard to get tickets to Burning Man. Okay, there will be no Holocaust denial in this chat here. That's just not acceptable. Smitty Service Station. I've been invited. His name's not Smitty. The guy that owns that has invited me out there, so maybe I need to take him up on that. I have been to the Corn Palace, but a Corn Palace is someplace you could go back because they're always changing it. Lunch with a viewer. No, I'll never go to McCamey Manor. Foxy Roxy. I went through Cairo, Illinois, and I was expecting, everyone says a ghost town, but I drove through it and it just seemed like a town. Like, it didn't seem like there was that much strange about it. Oh, I've actually been writing things down. You can see I've been writing them in my horrible handwriting. I've been writing them down. My sister in Colorado is supposed to have a baby this year. I want to go see the baby. I don't know what I can film, though, in the winter in Colorado. I've been to the Winchester House. I see the world's largest candy store. And, I got to make trips make sense. I can't drive 28 hours to see a giant candy store. As fun as that would be, I need to make to make the trip make sense. I have to find other things to film. So yeah, if I was in Minnesota, I'd definitely check out the world's largest candy store, but that's probably not something that's gonna be the basis for an entire road trip, if that makes sense. Well, I would like to go to the last Danny Blockbuster. Spooky Mama Baker. Yes, Kenobi Park goes on the list. That's another one I wanted to check out. Sir Galahad, I've been to the Alamo. I put Smitty's on the list. It's right here. Tennessee Body Farm. Now, I think YouTube might object to me making a video that's just a bunch of corpses. Not really interested in skydiving, sorry. Civil Rights Museum here in Mississippi. Have I been to that one? What's Oheka Castle? I don't know if I really want to do a video that's just a bunch of corpses. I don't know if I really want to go to the body farm. I think real rotting corpses might be a personal line for me. I've been to Tombstone, Arizona. Considered uploading to Storyfire. Not at this point, no. I don't really know a lot about Storyfire. I actually appear on. I've uploaded to Storyfire, but I had to do appear on Storyfire. Boogie put me in one of his Storyfire videos, and I say a swear. I've been to the LBJ Museum. Sir Galahad, are you just looking at stuff I've already done and then repeating it over and over again? Oh yeah, Charleston, definitely. Definitely not been to Charleston in a long time. I'd love to. I need to go back to Charleston and do some videos there. What's Scarehouse Basement? Would I ever drink a beer with Steve Austin? Now, I don't know. I don't drink beer, but if Steve Austin offered me a beer, I would probably drink the beer, and then he would probably give me the Stone Cold Stunner. Now, someone's saying the Wayne County Museum. That's a very vague thing because Wayne County, I don't even know what state you're talking about, and the museum name doesn't really tell me much about what's to see there. Adam Edwards, yes, it's awesome that Bray Wyatt won the Universal Championship. Although I'm confused on, like, WWE managed to make it so the giant red belt is the SmackDown belt, which is just ridiculous. I hope maybe we get a new Universal title. Maybe they change the look of it. Is what I would hope for. Okay, guys. I appreciate all the suggestions, but I can't respond to everyone. And it's okay to repeat yourself to some degree because, I may not see it the first go around, but please don't just repeat yourself over and over and over and over again without even giving me time to respond. Wayne County Museum is in Goldsboro, North Carolina. What's it have in it? Gilmore Classic Car Museum, Michigan. I admit that I can be a little sometimes I get a little trepidatious about car museums because some of them are really cool, but some of them are just a bunch of old cars. Renaissance Festival in Minnesota is really interesting. Yeah, Renaissance festivals can be fun. I've been to Elvis's birthplace in Tupelo. I've been to the Christmas Story House in Cleveland. Although I'd love to stay the night sometime. Go LARPing? Oh, one of my friends from favorite 90s wrestler is Mick Foley. Now, people are suggesting more wrestling, which I love doing wrestling videos, but people don't. Wrestling videos don't get the highest views. It's okay. There's plenty of other content on the channel, but yeah, some people don't get excited about. Some people don't get excited about the wrestling. Wrestling is one of those things where you either love it or you just have no freaking idea what was going on. Canada roadside. So there's not as much roadside stuff in Canada as there is in America. Randy Nelson says, "I don't care what you film, I'll watch it." Well, thank you. I wish everyone felt that way. Now, see, I'll do Civil War stuff here and there, but like, I try not to do too much like military history because it can be a little dry. How many museums and attractions have I filmed? A lot. Like I said, I have almost 2,000 videos. I 99% chance won't visit the Body Farm, Roxy. I'm not trying to insult anyone who likes military history. If that's your bag, that's great. I'm not going to dump on anyone's interest. It's dry, a little dry to me. I like some of the more like bizarre stuff, like the military history that I find interesting is like the really off the wall stuff. Like I'm really fascinated by the Hunley submarine, just because it was such just a wild, insane invention that they came up with in the war. And of course, you have the bullet that impregnated a woman. Be a scare more in 2020. Believe it or not, I think I actually I actually like going through the haunted houses more than I like scaring people. I mean, it's fun to be on the other side once in a while, but Tree vs. House is Gulliver's Gate. Yes, I've been to Gulliver's Gate. In fact, I'm at Gulliver's Gate right now. There's a little miniature version of me in Gulliver's Gate, standing by Stonehenge. I paid to have my body 3D scanned and placed in the attraction. So there's a little piece of me in Manhattan. I've done the Winchester House. I've never been to the real Stonehenge. I've been to the real Stonehenge. Tree vs. House. What's sick? Triggers in Fort Worth. Let me write this down. I've been trying to figure out where Trigger is. Trigger. Oh, where'd it go? Cowboy Channel Recording Studio. Yeah, Roy Rogers' horse was taxidermy and it had been moved around all these different attractions. I've never seen it. Yeah, of course I live in a bunker. Why would I lie about something like that? Why would a grown man call his basement a bunker for no reason? It still says to me there's only one person in the chat. What does it say to everyone else? How many people are in the chat? Favorite thing in Pigeon Forge? Probably the Jurassic boat ride. 173. Best hotel chain in America. I don't know. I don't really stay at like hotels that are that nice. Basically, I like rank them as like less scary is what I prefer. Go to 8 Mile. I could do a vlog at 8 Mile. PO66100 wants me to do more abandoned videos. I'm not against them. I'm kind of got bored making abandoned videos with just the same stuff over and over again. It was never my intention to create an urban exploration channel. I'm not, you know, I'm not like super passionate about urban exploration. I mean, but if I saw something, if there was something that was just really cool, I mean, I would do it. It's just abandoned for the sake of abandon is not something that I'm really interested in anymore. I need to visit my singing basket. I do second chair. Cecil Hotel. Is the Cecil Hotel open in LA? I know last time I checked, it was closed down. Like the whole thing was closed down. I don't think of places do filming locations. I don't really do filming locations. It's not really something I'm that passionate about. I know Adam does filming locations. Jordan the Lion does filming locations, but it's just I'm not a huge movie buff, and I've done some like kind of filming locations, but usually it's like filming locations that are roadside attractions, like the Fried Green Tomatoes Cafe. I stayed at the Dirty Dancing Resort, but now that I think about it, these are the movies my wife loves, not necessarily my favorites. Oh, there's definitely stuff in Michigan. Yes, Melissa, Cecil Hotel is where the young girl was mysteriously murdered. I'm gonna go back to the Museum of the American House Cat. They're opening a new location. Go to a farm, just like any old farm. Sorry for yawning. It's been a busy couple days. Sorry. Did I get a donut? Universal's Citizen? No, but I did get one at the Quickie Mart, Myrtle Beach. No, I got stuff to do tonight. I don't have time to rest. Go to a shoe factory? Am I planning on moving to Storyfire? No. I'm happy on YouTube. Go to a book bag factory. Are these real suggestions? Am I even awake? What's going on here? Oh, thank you, Haley Wilson. Yes, I turned 39 on the 26th. Next year's my 40th birthday. I've never been to the Tabasco factory. That is something I did. Let me write that down. Tabasco factory. My pen doesn't decide to quit working. Pikes Peak, it's crazy. It's like a 3 or 4 hour drive to the top. And active map shows I need to go out west more. I do. Think about out west, stuff's further apart. It's a lot of driving. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not. Obviously, I'm not calling you out. I won't even say your name because I don't want I'm not trying to embarrass anyone. Everyone always tells me to go to the Warren Museum. I would love to go to the Warren Museum. The Warren Museum has been closed for like 10 years, and they don't return my emails. I would love to go, but it's not going to happen. Every live stream, someone tells me to go to the Warren Museum. I understand why you want me to go, because it's probably really cool, but I don't see how it's going to happen because it's been closed for like 10 years and they won't return my emails. I've sent whoever the dude that's over it, I've emailed him twice. He doesn't respond to my emails. I don't know if he doesn't want anything to do with me. I don't know if he doesn't care, but War Museum is most likely off the table. LA Natural History Museum is a monster? Really? No, I'm not triggered. I'm okay. I've been to La Brea Tar Pits. Ripley's Believe It or Not restaurant. I don't think that's a thing that exists. Check out some cryptid museums. I've been to some cryptid museums. I'm trying to think if there's any I haven't been to. There's one in North Carolina I haven't been to. Let me write that down. Whoa, Gail, is everything okay there? Hey, Christopher. Hey, Elvis. Jimmy, I just was in Salem last month. Yeah, Waverly Hills is another one I've never been to. Let me write that down. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. And I can't believe no one's mentioned this, because this is something I always mention, is the Ohio Reformatory. I'm just going to write it down before someone says it. Go to a horse meat processing. What? I don't want to watch horse meat be processed. What's wrong with you people? I've been to Circus World. Titanic Museum doesn't allow filming. Hey guys, let's bring it down a notch. No reason for fighting. No reason for fighting in the live stream. Oh dear. We're here to I've been to Casa Bonita. What's next on the to-do list? I'm trying to come up with my to-do list. The Blue Angels, Army Jets. I know those are. I've never seen them. Been to the International Circus Hall of Fame. You like turtles. Good for you. Winchester House. I don't think you guys believe me that I've already been there. More wax museums. Definitely. I'd like to have visited all wax museums by the end of next year, if that's possible. Jesse Joe, let's chill it out, okay? National Museum of Funeral History, that's one I need to hit. That's a good one. Who said that? That was a good suggestion. Heather Turner, that's a good idea. But I don't want to go back to New England. I've been to New England twice this year. I don't want to go back to New England this month. Museum Tolerance is about the Holocaust. Now, see, about... I don't even say it. Yeah, it's... If it makes sense, some stuff is just a little too serious for this channel. Michael Eller, I've been to the Mustard Museum, believe me. Do I like driving? No, I hate it. Oh, I do want to see Plymouth Rock. I just don't want to drive to New England right now in November. Solid Common Gaming, thank you for the super chats. Hello, Jacob. Love your videos. Would like you to see do more videos with Dan Bell. I'd love to do more videos with Dan. I love Dan. Nathan Brown, I've been to creative engineering. Hey, can someone give me the Eastern Standard Time? NH, Holy Land, U.S. in Waterbury, Connecticut is abandoned religious park. Yes, I know, because I was there 3 weeks ago, and I posted a video. $6:30. Okay. We got some time. Okay, please. I appreciate enthusiasm. I appreciate the suggestions, but please don't spam the chat. It's please be considerate to everyone else trying to chat, and don't just spam the chat with saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. Kelly Girl, yes, the Angel Oak. I do need to go back and do some videos in Charleston. That'd be a good cold weather thing to do too. Ooh, maybe we should go to the Charlton Oyster Festival. Chris, you're in here. What is the Oyster Festival? Kelly, you were told to stop hula hooping at the Angel Oak? That's BS. Unless the hoops were on fire, I think that was unfair. Ouija Genera, Ouija Jarena, thank you for the super chat and the little peach man there. January. Maybe we should go to Charleston for the Oyster Festival in January. Yeah, hula hooping is not a crime. Do you know what else isn't a crime? Riding Ferris wheels by yourself. I want to get a t-shirt. I want to get a t-shirt made with a Ferris wheel. It says Single Riders Unite. Can you make that, Chris? Well, help me make that. No, I don't want to ride with people. Then they might talk to me or breathe on me or distract me when I'm trying to enjoy my Ferris wheel ride. I want single riders to unite and ride Ferris wheels one at a time. Jesse Joe, I don't know what's going on. I've not followed whatever disagreement you've had with anyone else. Let's just keep it chill and we're all cool here. Oh dear. I've been to Carolina Beach Boardwalk. Is it bad? Is it bad? Has it gotten to a point? It seems like 75% of the suggestions are places I've already been. Have I just been to too many freaking places? Is that the problem here? No one needs to get blocked. No, we don't need to block anyone. You know, people have disagreements. Let's just chill. Have a single rider meetup at a amusement park. That would be fun. Been to Georgia Guidestones. I could probably do Georgia Guidestones again, though. It's been so long. My video's probably garbage. What would you guys think of that? Like, you know, redoing videos. Like, you know, I admit, like, some of the videos I did when I started this channel weren't very good. I wasn't very good at presenting myself. My equipment wasn't good. So maybe there's some that I could go back and do like a better job. And I think Georgia Guidestones might be one of those places. So I have been a media creator. I've done Billy Bob's Wonderland 3 times, so I don't think that's in desperate need of a redo. Explore worst hotels. I'll let Dan Bell do that. He's doing a good job. Hale's Bar? I've been to Hale's Bar. I've been to the International Circus Hall of Fame. At least I think I have. Wait a minute, there's one in Florida, isn't there? Let's try the Circus Museum in Florida. Tree versus House. I have been to the Museum of Jurassic Technology. They do not allow filming, unfortunately. I would love to. Museum of Jurassic Tech, where you feel like you're going crazy. I don't think I've been to another place that made me feel like I was going crazy as the Museum of Jurassic Technology did. Not like, oh, this is so wacky. No, it's like, what is even happening here? And beginning of next year. So hopefully I'll be able to make it out there. Gosh, I have to pee, but there's nowhere to pee. Open my own roadside attraction. I will do it in a minute. I just don't have the sort of money to plunk down. If I did a roadside attraction, I'd want to do it right. So I would need to save the money. What's the Hartselle Horror Museum? That sounds interesting. I've never been in the Titanic Museum. I've been to, from what I understand, it's very similar to a traveling museum exhibit that I did go to. Hartselle Horror in Colorado. I'm gonna write that down. I don't think I want to go to a NASCAR race. I'm sorry, guys. I've been to the Ventriloquism Museum in Kentucky. They have one deck chair as part of the Titanic. That's funny. As I went to, they had an exhibit at the Milwaukee Public Museum on the Titanic, and they did have some cool stuff. They had a bottle of wine that was recovered from the Titanic that still had wine in it, like it was still sealed. That was pretty cool. Been to the Buckhorn Saloon. Been to the EMP Museum, now known as Museum of Pop Culture. Christopher, I don't think I could sit for a whole NASCAR race. I'm sorry. I would ride on the supposedly they're building a new Titanic. I'd love to ride on that. Maddie says, be one of those dudes that lists top 10 tips for traveling, whatever. I could do top 10. Are you guys interested in hearing like about my traveling, just like my thoughts on stuff like that? I know that's an incredibly vague statement. Am I going back to Transworld? Yeah. As long as it's still me media credentials, I want to return to Transworld. They don't let you, Paul Fisher, they don't let you film on the Jelly Belly trade tour. I know I've done videos from that store, though. Heather, yeah, I've thought about doing that, like doing like top 10s, or I don't know necessarily top 10s. I don't like ranking stuff, but yeah, I could do like lists of like coolest 10 whatevers that I've come across. Because see, I actually have the advantage of having been to these places. A lot of people that do the top 10 lists have never actually been to these places. Trevor Ryan says, go to a Circle K. Just normal, has nothing unusual about it. I guess I've never been overseas, because the only other countries I've been to are Canada and Mexico. You talk about. Oh, my car's not dead, is it? Okay. I was worried for a second there. Is the wrestling I do fake? Is that fake? Gay parade in New Orleans. I don't think I've never done a pride parade, I don't think. Yeah, there probably is some old videos that I could just revisit and get a better look at. For anyone who thinks wrestling is fake, I want you to go to Madison, Indiana, go to the Supreme Wrestling Arena, ask to speak with Eric Draven, tell him that you think wrestling is fake and that you'd like to take the Carpetbagger challenge. I've thought about doing the Westboro Baptist Church. Day in the life video. Day in the life of who? I've been to the Voodoo Museum. Macy's Parade. Oh, it would be cool, but dang. Being in New York and crowds like that is terrifying. Where do you pee? Like, where do you pee? You just pee yourself, I guess. You're just walking around. Everyone's covered in defecation. There's a Mardi Gras party in Asheville, Christy. When's that? I have been to Zach Baggins Museum. Hoosier Boost says understated caves can be repetitive, but Squire Boone Cavern in Mackport, South Indiana has a casket of Daniel's brother. Squire said, well,
I mean, a dead body certainly spices up a cave. I have to admit that. They used to have Floyd Collins' body in a cave. Other vintage Macy's videos on YouTube. That does sound fun to watch. The cruise is canceled. The Carpetbagger cruise was canceled. There just wasn't enough interest. A lot of people said they were gonna go, and then when it was time to sign up, nobody signed up. It is what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's one thing I will not miss about Halloween. There's one thing I will not miss about Halloween, and that is I will not miss people telling me I need to go to McCamey Manor. Christopher, yeah, Westboro Baptist. I used to actually keep track of their schedule because I wanted to film or photograph them, just because a morbid fascination. I'll tell you what, like the KKK, horrible racist organization. They hate the Westboro Baptists, and like the Westboro Baptist Church were protesting dead soldiers' funerals, and the KKK was counter protesting the Westboro Baptist Church. And I'm like, if you can make me side with the KKK, you are bad people. I should never side with the KKK in an argument. Look what you made me do. Christopher, yeah, they're lawyers because that's how they make their money. They sue whenever they're made to leave or forced out of places. They sue freedom of speech cases and they win. And I'm a big freedom of speech guy. But freaking people's funerals, it's freaking monstrous. Freaking monstrous. Would I ever do a meet and greet? I've done meet and greets. What's carpet bottle? What are people talking about? Listen, I got scared at Ghost Outpost in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. I don't think I can handle McCamey Manor. The Creation Museum in San Diego? I don't think I've been to that one. Let me write that down. I've been to a few creation museums. I don't think I've been to that one. I'm so sorry, Elvis, about your wife. Can someone tell me what time it is, if you don't mind? Yeah, you got a good point there, Spooktator Bob. I mean, the KKK traditionally are murderers. So yeah, in a whole sense of the word, like overall the history, KKK is definitely worse. But in that particular instance, as in, should you protest the graves of the funerals of dead soldiers? I'm gonna say no. Don't. I'm against. Um, I'm against protesting. I'm really against the protesting of anyone's funeral. To be honest with you. Newman Outdoors is a good point. The KKK is practically non-existent. The KKK, the KKK has always kind of been a farce. I mean, there's pockets of the KKK, but it's never been a real like national organization they always claim they are. It's loosely affiliated groups of idiots around the country. No, I had dinner already. I had some barbecue for dinner. I'm actually kind of waiting um, for night down because tonight, waiting for nightfall here because tonight we have our very last haunt of the season. Reba Michelle, thank you for the super chats. For more awesome adventures, love and hugs to the Carpetbagger family. Thank you so much, Reba. Disney Channel Fan Fest. Ugh. No, thank you. I don't think I'm gonna be getting the UK in 2020. I think I'm gonna be finishing the 48 states in 2020. Why have you never toured movie lots and game shows? Probably they don't let you film that much. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if I really have a finishing move in wrestling because technically I've never really finished anybody. Let me see. What matches have I won? Every match I've won has either been by disqualification or with using a weapon. So, maybe I need to work on my in-ring skills. The Glore Psychiatric Museum in Maryland. Is it in Maryland? I've been there. I've been there. I don't think it's in Maryland. Maybe it is. I don't think so, though. Monster. I'll write down Monster Palooza. CatCon? Where's CatCon at? Oh, yeah. That's right. This year we start a new decade. It'll be the 20s. It's going to be the roaring 20s again. Yay. The last 20s were good. CatCon is in Pasadena. Christy, you're telling me to get a companion possum? You've been telling me for years that I'm not allowed to have a possum. Randy Nelson, thank you for the super chat. Keep doing what you do. I will keep doing what I do. So we're going to get a possum now? All right. Open for possum business. Anyone have a possum I can have? Does anyone call me Jake? Yes. People that are some people that are related to me. Yes, everyone, we want a baby possum. So everyone out there, start looking for a baby possum. Yes, Christy calls me Jake. It's one of those weird things. Like I've never once in my life introduced myself as Jake to anyone, but some people call me that. My mom calls me that. My wife calls me that. My siblings call me that. But I've never, ever called myself that. You call me Cobb. That used to be my my online name back in the 90s would be J dash CUP, J Cup. And then sometimes I'd even shorten it to just Cup. Philadelphia Museum of Art. Do I really want to go to some hoity-toity art museum? I was where art museums all filming. Although, what's the one? I went to one in New York, and they were fine with filming. What is that shadow on my face? Oh, you see, that's the phone actually right there, covering my face. Hippie farm that had the pet possum. Are you talking about Hillbilly Gardens? I have been to Hell, Michigan. That's one place I should go back to, though. Ollie James, I should go down. Yeah, the museum is closing. That's a real bummer because I love that museum. I've heard different things about the Milwaukee Museum, that they're not really closing, that it's all posturing. I do need to go back to the Santa Cruz Boardwalk. When I went there before, everything was closed. All the attractions were closed. I was really bummed. I've been to museum in New York, but it was closed when I went there. Been to the Museum of Shenandoah Valley? I don't think so. Halloween season has been good. Sound of amusement parks closing down. Plum Owl just sub. Dan Bell sent me. Well, thank you, Dan, wherever you are, sending people to my channel. Going back to fill a gum wall. I love Seattle. Thank you, Laura Lee. It has been an intense Halloween season. Yes, there are Carpetbagger dolls left. You need to contact Aaron Fechter with Creative Engineering. Famous murder locations. Now, I worry about that, like, for different reasons. Like, it's one, I think it might just be too graphic for this channel, just because, you know, a lot of kids watch and it might be just a little too much. And then I don't think YouTube likes when people talk about murder. You know, right over me to Paducah, Kentucky, Christy. The Carpetbagger dolls are sold by Aaron Fechter, Creative Engineering. I get a percentage of the sales, but it's basically mostly Aaron's project. I licensed, you know, my image to be used. Carpetbagger After Dark channel. I don't think I should have a secret dark graphic channel. I think that might freak people out. Does anyone know what time it is? I know I keep asking. I'm sorry, it's annoying. But I don't have a way to tell the time because I usually use my phone. 7:05. I still got another hour to be where I need to be. I look tired. I feel a little tired too. I don't know about visiting zoos. I don't know if people watch me go to zoos. I did the San Diego Zoo because that's kind of like an iconic zoo. I've done the Milwaukee Zoo and the Chicago Zoo because they have Moldoramas. And what other one? The San Antonio Zoo because it has Moldoramas. See, look, you got people saying they hate zoos. Rate zoo restaurant food. I give them all Fs. Zoos have terrible food. Wakati Zoo in Myrtle Beach. I've never heard of that. Henry Ford is probably one I could redo. I've not. That was one of the very first videos I ever did. Yes, I have Moldoramas from both of Jack White's studios. Walt Disney's hometown in Missouri. I feel like some more knowledgeable people on YouTube have already done Walt Disney's hometown better than I could. So, well, I think I'll leave it at that. Let's see. Let's not start that crap. Watch me. I've done a video on Atlantic Aquarium. Get arrested in Canada again. Well, it got a lot of views, so I might as well, right? Create a second life. I'm too busy with my first life. All Things Oz Museum. Where's that at? Done the Natural History Museum in DC. I get another country I have to declare I had trouble in Canada. No. I mean, it may show up. I don't know. I know it shows up when I go into Canada because I've been back to Canada since then. I know it shows up there. I don't know if it shows up if I go to any other country. I was technically not charged with anything. Never went to court or anything like that, so I don't know. Didn't know that flashlights were illegal in Canada. Why is everyone saying Joe? Go to biker bars? What? Get the crap kicked out of me? I've been to unclaimed baggage. Been to Archie McPhee. I feel like this is like a stump me. Find a place I haven't been. Maverick Dean wants to apologize for all Canadians. Okay, well, I accept your apology on behalf of all Canadians. Yeah, my whole plan in Canada was to tase the prime minister and take over the country. I would have gotten away for it if it wasn't for those pesky border agents. What's his name? Justin Trudeau? Is that his name? play claw machines. I'm a little tired. Yeah, I want to spend Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, make Canada the 51st state, then flood it full of tasers. My friends with Aaron Fector. Yeah, I keep in touch with Aaron. Am I going to have enough battery life? That's a good question. How much battery life do I have? 49%. Not doing bad. I got an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It actually has really good battery life. Gosh, that's annoying. Jeez, I appreciate you being here, but it's only you. Just stop being annoying. Please. I do have my battery here, but it doesn't seem to have that much of a charge left. I guess we can maybe squeeze a little bit of juice out of this, right? You love me, Joe? Oh, good to know. No, that's not a taser. It's a battery charger. Do you ever get a reaction to people when you're filming and their children or family are on camera? I mean, I don't intentionally film strangers or foreigners around, but like some places I go, it's impossible to film without people getting in the way. Muir Woods, San Francisco. Is that like on trees or something? I do have a GoPro. What are my cats' names again? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get them all. We got Virginia, Mason, Pumpkin, Mercy, Scarlet, Madge, Webster, Oscar, and Edgar. There you go. Nailed it. Follow Tony Spurrier on Facebook. Okay, I'll follow Tony Spurrier and see if he'll actually answer. Tony Spurrier. I said Oscar, didn't I? Did I not say Oscar? I've been to the UFO Welcome Center in Bowman, South Carolina. Does arm get sore holding camera? Sometimes. Is that an upholstery store behind me? I don't know. Does it say upholstery or something? Abby, I do want to come busking with you. Shoot me an email sometime. We do need to hang out. Scarlett to Edgar. Well, let me do it again then, okay? Virginia, Mason, Pumpkin, Mercy, Scarlett. Wait, I forget. Virginia, Mason, Pumpkin, Mercy, Scarlett, Webster, Oscar, Edgar, and Madge. There we go. Those are my cat names. Tough luck close. What a coincidence. But I can't name all my kids. James and Anna. Annabelle's not specifically named after Annabelle Lee, but let's take it into consideration. Neon Museum in Vegas. I don't think they let you photograph. Dog roll call. I have 0 dogs. I've gotten free admission before, yes. Yes, new Meow Wolf in Vegas. I wish they'd announce when they're gonna open up, or so I could start by getting planned. Annabelle is not named after Annabelle Lee directly, Christy. Don't rewrite the story. We recognize that was like part of it, but it wasn't like a direct. In your heart, it was the reason. Okay, well, we can go with that. Why am I in the garage with the engine running? Because I'm tired of people asking me to go to the Warren Occult Museum. I've done a video on the Colorado airport. All right, let's not talk about stuff like that. It's too morbid. Yes, Joe, I know I'm totally hot. Okay, this is not someone who needs to be in here. Go to Jim Varney's grave. I don't know. Adam did a video. Jim Varney's grave. I don't think I need to redo that video. Ever think about Mexico? Sometimes. Sometimes I think about Mexico. I've been to Four Corners. Been to Tombstone. Yeah, what's the East Coast time? It is about time to be reminded what the East Coast time is again. Been always review strange, unusual hotels. Yeah, I'm always down for a strange or unusual hotel. Well, thank you, Maverick Steen, for the Canadian super chat. 7:24. We still got a little bit of time. Been to the Crazy Horse. Time falls back. Oh, hoo! Extra hour of sleep. I may need to hibernate a little bit tomorrow, Christy. It's the official end of haunt season tonight. But I have a honey-do list. Better find a different honey to do it. Oh. Change it to an a-do list. I'm not storm chasing. What do you guys want from me? You guys want me to die? Go to McCain Manor. Go chase a tornado. Go jump out of a building. Go play in traffic. Basically, you guys are just waiting for me to die. I'm not going skydiving. I will never jump out of a plane. Might do a hot air balloon. She says, my cat is knocking everything off the table. How do I get them to stop? Quit putting things on the table. I have no desire to be in politics. Review things. I don't know. I'm not good at reviewing things. I don't like saying bad things about things. I have been to the Vortex in Atlanta. Who's Jesse Joe? I'm not. Just the once I've been there. Can I pour Crystal Pepsi on your head? You know, these chats, these are just like, this is some top-notch, sophisticated stuff. I'm sitting in my car. Strangers asking to pour Crystal Pepsi on my head. This here is the height of sophistication and entertainment right here. Abe Durant, I have seen an Incorruptible Saint. I have a video Oh, I wish I remembered his name. But I think it was in Philadelphia. I filmed an uncorrupted saint. I would be up for more. If anyone knows where any uncorrupted saints are, I would like to be in Coney Island for 4th of July one year. My family always does a family reunion on 4th of July. Where's more to your beard? I don't know. With their families, watching TV, driving cars, working jobs, reading newspapers, roller skating, installing drywall. I don't know. A lot of things they could do. Head shops of America. That'd be really boring for someone who has no interest in utilizing drugs. Yeah, I got color added to my tattoo. It's kind of dark. I can't really show it off. And I'm wearing a jacket. Kind of have to undress here in the parking lot. But I need to get a good picture of my tattoo and put it up on Instagram. It's been a couple weeks that I got it colored in, but it took a long time to heal. I had some scabbing, so I wanted to get it not all healed up and good looking before I put a picture out. Would I do a TED talk about my travels? Yes. Would they ever ask me to do a TED talk? No. Hey, hello. It's John from Exploration Unknown. Okay, I want to make an announcement. I'm the stupidest person in the entire world. I've been asking for people to say what time it is. I probably asked 4 or 5 times to remind me what time it is. It literally says the time next to every person's name. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. What is wrong with me? I should be in a facility. I never noticed it either, John. Did they just start doing it 10 seconds ago, hopefully? For some reason, I noticed it on John's comment. I'm like, wait a minute, it says the time right there. I mean, it's clear as day right there. I don't know how I didn't pick that up. Ricky Julian promised they're way down with me. I don't know. I'm pretty dumb. In Seattle, and it is amazing. It's one of the coolest places ever. Gotta go film, John. You only stopped in for 15 seconds. It's a busy man. I don't know. Let's go over some of the. Trees of Mystery. World Museum of Natural History. I don't know where. I forget where that was. Caneat Lake Park. Last Johnny Appleseed tree in Ohio. LA Museum has a monster exhibit. Pink Palace. Cat petting video. What the heck? Cat Museum April 1st. Tim Burton Museum in Vegas. OWA Theme Park. Frankenmuth, Michigan. Museum of Tolerance. I don't think Holocaust museums necessarily fit zany, quirky traveling. Smitty's Service Station, Kenobi Park, Historic Auto Attractions, Triggers at the Cowboy Channel Recording Studio, the Tabasco Factory in Louisiana, Cryptid Museum in North Carolina, Waverly Hills Sanitarium, Ohio Reformatory, National Museum of Funeral History in Texas, Circus Museum in Florida, Art Soul Horror in Colorado, Creation Museum in San Diego, Monsterpalooza, and contact Tony Sparrow on Facebook. I've been to the Pro Wrestling Museum. I need to catch up on. Postcard last month got sent out. If you haven't gotten yours, email Christy. We'll make sure you get one. Hulk Hogan Museum in Tampa. You're talking about the beach shop? I've been to the beach shop. I haven't been to the beach shop in Tampa. Is there really a Hulk Hogan Museum in Tampa? I'm going to write this down. I'm going to be mad if it's not real. What do I like better? Roadside attractions, museums? Roadside museums, of course. Yeah, I've never been to the Kennedy Space Center. I have been to the Kennedy Space Center as a kid. Never done a video of the Kennedy Space Center. I'm going to write that down. Kennedy Space Center. There's a wrestling museum in Mexico. There's the original Mask of El Santo. Oh, I may have been there. I went to a Lucha Libre museum in Tijuana. Yes, PDX, sir. I'm glad you got your postcard. Go to Pee Pee Island? Really? Pee Pee Island? I should go to Poo Poo Island after that? Jeff! Trixie's yelled Jeff. It's Creaties in here? Or is that a different Jeff? Oh, Jeff Kincannon. Hey. Museum of Osteology in Oklahoma City. How about Theberg industry conventions? I got some good news for you. I'm going to IAAPA in 2 weeks. That's the International Amusement Park. I don't know what the last A stands for. Association, probably. I'm not going to wrestle Out of the Woo. Out of the Woo is not a trained wrestler. Bruce Wayne, I've been to the site of H.H. Holmes' Murder Castle in Chicago. And Raj, I've been to Eastern State Penitentiary in Pennsylvania. Melissa, you like the new camera footage of my videos? Well, thank you. Ben Williams, I'd definitely be interested in some horror industry conventions. Something I need to look into. team up with smaller YouTubers and go on adventures with them. How small YouTubers? It'd be cool if I could find really tiny YouTubers so I could put them on my shoulder while I go on adventures. Be like 2 little YouTubers. Walking to your tour, just say the cruise has been canceled due to lack of interest. Chelsea Pope, Jimmy Carter Library. I've been there. Am I going to the fun house? Maybe. Traveling Museum of Paranormal and Occult. Where's that? When will we get a Carpetbagger Funko Pop? Probably never. I mean, I doubt. Yeah, never. That's my guess. Traveling museum. Maybe I could book them to come to my house. All right, guys. Well, it's getting James Darrell. Yes. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to head on to my planned location for the evening now that night has fallen. So there will be a new video tomorrow morning. Thank you for all the great suggestions, and thank you for keeping me company in the meantime. But for now, this one's in the bag.